Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So tonight I have a special guest. We have Caleb here. You guys know him. He actually, like I mentioned in yesterday's video, where he bought What the Ducks truck, and we actually have it here. We're going to be doing some service work on it, maybe giving it a little bit more power, improving it for sure. So we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I usually vlog, always have the camera in my hand, as you see. He actually says, hey, let me hold the camera and you can kind of give a walk around what we're going to do. And we have a couple little projects happening here tonight. The gold truck is right here in the background. We've got a couple of updates on that, but also something really cool like you just seen in the title and in the thumbnail. I really need some serious input on what to do with this little diesel engine, this little project, what to put it in. And I'm gonna let Caleb hold the camera now. We're gonna get started into the video. So there you go. We're under it. If you squeeze it or move it around, it makes like rumbling noises. Like,
okay, I'll hold it still.
All right, so this is awkward. I'm gonna do that with my hands. I'll do it with my hands. So on the gold truck, we're gonna start with the gold truck first. Since you're in the shop, we've got the fenders taped up, so we don't have any problems on scrubbing the nice wrap or anything like that while we're working on it. But as I mentioned, Grace Performance has hooked us up with a badass harness. This harness is set up for standalone, so we can put the 06 Cummins ECM on the side of this engine. It's an 05 truck, which we've completely stripped all the factory wiring out of it, the factory frame, wiring, literally everything is out of this truck. And this will basically run from the C2 connector on the side of the engine, ECM. We have another connector here that will go to the firewall. It will permanently stay with the truck here, and this will plug in so we can remove the engine without ever having to mess with the internal wiring of the truck. So this is a bulkhead connector. It screws loose. Well, it does, I swear to gosh, I promise it does. We have our TPS plug right here for your throttle pedal, and we have the OBD2 plug. So you can still program with EFI Live or whatever may be happening there. And then a couple simple wires for our positive and negative for the ECM. We have our CSP6, which is a like a two-step, where we'll be putting a brake pressure sensor on there, so we'll have two-step or staging limiter, and then we have the ignition wire, which is basically an on and off switch for turning the engine on and off. So pretty cool stuff there, just real simple. Plug in, plug and play and go, and that will be going in the truck tomorrow, which is Thursday, and then we're going racing Saturday. And to move on to the next project, we've got a little diesel engine. As you've seen in the title, like I was just mentioning, this is a little engine that I had, the last time I put this in was with my dad. I was about 12 years old, and it's a 3-cylinder, 35 horsepower Mitsubishi single turbo, little itty bitty. It might be like a 10 millimeter. There's like nothing to it. Here, I'll throw a phone on it. That thing is like so tiny. It's like a 15 millimeter turbo. Yeah, at best. Super duper tiny. So we're thinking about putting a little bit bigger injectors in it, maybe a bigger turbo, stuff like that. No one really makes anything for the injectors and turbos, so all we have to be custom made. The injectors we'll have to send out probably, most likely, Diesel Auto Power. They have a company that they can have them opened up and made to flow more fuel. But the number one question, the $1 million question, is what do we put it in? We just picked up a golf cart rear end, which we'll show later in the video, to make something out of it. But I have a huge announcement, so whoever drops a comment down below right now or later in the video, whenever, and you give us an idea of what you want to see us put this in. We trying to stay away from putting it in a golf cart or side by side or anything that's already been done. We want to just have this really cool video with obviously a 3-cylinder turbo diesel engine. So drop a comment down below what you want to see us put this diesel engine in. But for now, it's been sitting for like, legit, it's been sitting for like 5 years, hasn't started. It's not froze up. We got a couple dirt daubers and some of the fuel lines, stuff like that, so we're going to get that cleaned up. I just sent Cole to the fuel station. He's going to get us some diesel. But for now, Caleb and I are going to start blocking off a couple things up here. We had an oil pressure port and things like that we're going to get blocked off. So we're going to get started on that now. So now I'm back in control. I've got the camera in the hand. Like I was saying, I've got a oil pressure sensor. Well, it's a mechanical gauge. We're going to get that plugged off so we can at least get it fired up. And I think once upon a time I probably robbed a banjo bolt out of here, so we're going to find a banjo bolt that fixed that and get that hung back in there and see if we can get this thing fired up. The starter is right here. It was unbolted off of it, so we're going to have to find some hardware to get it bolted up on the side of it. We've got an Optima battery on standby to get this baby fired up. The oil's still black, so we know it's good. It's not milky. do have a sweet dirt dauber right there, so I don't know if I really want to, what I want to do with that yet. I might kind of just shove it around, then get the fuel going to it, and the fuel will naturally push out of the return on the injector, so I might just let it kind of push out through it first for a little bit, and then go from there. Oh, I didn't even think about it. I need to find a fuel pump. Damn it, we need to find a fuel pump. I don't know if I have one here or not. Well, I gotta find a fuel pump. Definitely didn't think about that. Right here's the manual shut off. It's all still good, and right here's our throttle. So we're gonna find an 1/8 inch pipe plug, a little banjo bolt, and find a fuel pump before. So we've got our battery hooked up. It does spin over. If she spins over, that's good. Our starter works that I found later in my dad's shop. We got a plug out of where the oil pressure port, so you can make sure we got oil pressure first, and we got the valve cover, the oil fill cap off, so we can kind of check and make sure we got some oil flowing around in there. Did we check the oil?
Yeah, we checked
the oil. I'll double check it one more time. She looks a little low. Might have poured some oil in there. Yeah, she's halfway up the stick. Should be enough to get her fired up. So we are going to try to put some fuel down to it. Since we don't have a fuel pump, we've got our fuel container up high, and going to make it siphon down there too where we need to put it. So stick that down inside the fuel thing there. I hate this part. Hey, come on now, come on. Damn it. Can't get a good enough suction. Don't try this at home, kids. Yep, that was yummy. Make sure we got flow. Should be pouring fuel out. Just go a little bit higher. Alright. In fuel? Yeah. Alright, try some BM. There we go. Yep, now we got more fuel pressure. So since this is diesel, it's not 110 million % flammable like gas, so maybe we'll find a little hose clamps laying around. Probably not. How about a zip tie?
Yeah, we got plenty of those.
Up here. Just put a hefty zip tie on there. That'll serve good enough as a hose clamp. There we go. Ain't coming off now. Alright, now we got fuel going to it. Our return line has got a dirt dauber in it, so we need to clean that out a little bit. I don't want to shove it up inside the injector, so I'm just going to make a little pinhole and then let the fuel push it out. Then we'll put a line on that return hose. Alright, Cole, you want to touch our battery there, and I'll crack the injector loose, see if she'll fire up. Alright, here we go. We'll get these things cracked loose at the injector. Get some fuel flowing. Alright, so do the honors. Alright, try her. See, we'll give her a little, what zip ties call this stuff? Something funny, go ahead. Alright, try it again. Oil pressure now. Well, we got oil coming out there, so that's good. We'll plug the oil port off. start. Full of nasty, shitty fuel though. Okay. Oh boy. About to get pumped. Knew old Betsy wasn't gonna let us down. Alright, try it again. Let's get a hit or miss or something. Oh, where's the fuel?
Slide it.
Sliding away. Oh, she's dang heavy. Where's the oil? Capito. Do it somewhere. I'm done.
Oh. Right here.
Seen you put it right there.
Oh, it was you, man.
Damn, Caleb. Boy, I ain't been so excited. Alright, send it. Come on, baby. He's shutting off. That was almost bad.
Oh, I was about to say, holy
You
shit.
weren't shutting down. That was only on one cylinder too. Daggone. Now that I've got the injection pump put back in, I completely pulled it apart, took the drill to it. Probably something you should never do inside of an injection pump. I know you, for a fact you shouldn't, but I've got it all back on there. The rack moves freely, and hopefully we got some running action right here on its own without us having to kill it or hit it with the ether and all that good stuff. So, let's give her a try, bud. Might need a little bit to help get it bled out some. Let's try that right quick. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Cosby in a can. That's what he calls it. Cosby in a can.
Cosby in a can.
I've been thinking about that this whole time. It just came to me.
Alright. Got a little bit of fuel coming out of there. Go ahead.
I think that's what he calls it.
Yeah. One bled out right here. Slide it down. All right. Uh-oh. We're getting there. All right. Shut her foot up against her. Try it again. Uh-oh. Like the airlock. Right? That was a lot of arguments.
Yeah, it was.
Try it one more time.
It's sending itself.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Go ahead. know why maybe I can break that loose. Why our injector running range. Plant the boot. Definitely not.
Trying to get you a thumbnail picture of the smoke.
Did you get it?
No, I don't think I did. Try to get it again.
You can shut it off. Shut the camera off and back up and get a good. Well, we tried. Almost got it running. Well, we did get it running. I don't know why I said almost. It definitely runs. It runs away. But hey, it's alive. I'm gonna price out an injection pump tomorrow since I took a drill to it. Probably can't rebuild it anymore. But so I'll find out. Injection pump and injectors, what it's gonna take to get this thing fixed up. But make sure you guys drop a comment down below and give us some sweet ideas on what to put it in, because we are gonna get it fixed up and running and definitely put it in something really cool. It does weigh a lot. That flywheel probably weighs 50 pounds, and it's probably more than that, 60 pounds. This thing weighs at least 300 pounds. Maybe we'll get the drag scales out tomorrow and weigh it and see what it actually weighs. But this is a wrap for the first night of Paradox being here. Make sure you guys go to his channel. And anything you want to say about your first experience at After Hours Diesel?
Leaving a like down below. He's doing some awesome stuff over here. And make sure you're commenting down below what he should put this thing in, because I'm excited just like Cole's excited. And all you guys should be excited as well. This thing's gonna be freaking sick.
Cannot wait to see what we get this thing put in. So make sure you go over to his channel, drop a sub if you guys are not already subscribed, and be ready for tomorrow's upload. We'll be working on his P-Pump 24 valve. We'll be working on the Gold Truck, getting it running. We'll be heading to the track this weekend to Bradenton and maybe taking some four-wheelers out Friday night. He didn't bring his because his Can-Am broke, just like every other Can-Am.
Dead battery.
Typical Can-Am. Mine's in the shop right now, so I gotta go pick it up and then see if I can find someone to let us borrow one for him. We can take it out. But hit the like button, drop a comment down below, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Catch you later.